All right, we're going to read Calm Mindfulness for Kids by Wendy Kinder, M.E.D. Activities to help you learn to live in the moment. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is a big word for a simple idea. It is paying attention with care to one moment at a time. People are often distracted. It takes practice to use your senses to focus on one thing and learn to live in the present. You can practice being mindful by focusing your attention on one thing at a time. What you see, hear, smell, taste, or feel. For the grown-ups, learning mindfulness can be tricky at first. Adults can find information in these circles on how to encourage and share the experience as well as when experience as well as when the exercises can help your child. Our minds can easily be filled with busy thoughts. Even if they are pleasant, too many things going on in your head can be distracting or feel overwhelming. We often think about conversations with friends and replaying to messages. Replaying the message in your mind, replaying what conversations you had with your friends and stuff in your head. Perhaps you have music practice to do and are thinking about when to do it. Maybe you're worried about how well you've done on a recent test. You might be distracted by thinking about a new toy you want to play with. In mindfulness, you put your thoughts gently to one side and focus your mind on what is happening right now. How to enjoy this book. There are 6 chapters in this book, such as focus and calm, so you can choose what you need when you need it. In each chapter, you will find a mix of mindful exercises and crafts to explore, either alone or with a friend. Introductions to each chapter explain what the exercise will help with. Mindful exercise show you what to do. Pictures, step-by-step activities have lists of what you need as well as how to do them. Picture pages will help get you thinking mindfully. With practice, your attention can get stronger. Your attention can focus, shift, zoom, settles, expand, and wander. Everyone's attention will drift or get distracted, and that's okay. Focus. Your brain has many important jobs to do. It allows you to smell, taste, and see all automatically. The attention part of your mind keeps you aware of what is happening inside you and around you. In mindfulness, you try to focus your attention on one thing at a time. Clap focus. You can get to know what your attention can do by focusing it on something. Creating sensations can give you something to focus on. 1. Try to focus your attention on how your hands feel. Now clap them 3 times. Then stop. What sensations can you feel? See if you can zoom your focus in on one part, such as the tip of your right little finger. Clapping will create a sensation in your hands. Try expanding your attention to your whole hand and then to just part of it. Focus your eyes and your attention on one object in the room. Maybe point to it with your finger as your eyes look there. Now, move your attention to another object, this time without pointing. If you start thinking about something else, bring your focus back to that object. Let your attention be like a spotlight. Look around and rest your attention on each object you find. Try it out on several items in the room. Pick one object and focus on it. Notice its color and shape. You might notice as you pay attention to each item that everything else goes out of focus. Your attention can move, wander, return, and rest in one place. Spotlight focus. Mindfulness is about attention. Sometimes our minds drift and we think about all sorts of things at once. With practice, we can notice what our attention does and move it by choice, like a spotlight. Spend about 10 seconds resting your attention on each item. Try not to be distracted by what you plan to do later. Keep your attention on now. After you've focused on the last object, close your eyes for a few breaths. For the grown-ups, A key part of mindfulness is recognizing when unwanted thoughts pop into your mind and then returning your focus to the moment. What's in the bag? Our senses give us lots of information about the world around us. We usually pay attention by looking, but you can play a game that helps you focus with your other senses. Mystery object. Fill a bag with a few objects. Make sure they all have different textures. For example, smooth, rough, soft, or fluffy. Then ask a friend to put a hand in the bag and see if they can guess what's inside. Take turns filling the bag and using your senses to touch and to guess. Feel with your fingers, but be aware of your mind. Pick an object and feel its shape, weight, and texture. Try describing it before guessing what it is. You can close your eyes or look away. No peeking in the bag. You can challenge your partner to find a particular object in the bag. For the grown-ups, you can play this game with your child to make it more challenging. Choose objects that are quite similar, such as 5 keys, and ask your child to feel for the differences. What you'll need: a small bag container or pillowcase, a selection of objects with different textures, a friend or grown-up. A plastic duck might feel like an odd shape. A marble will feel cold and round. A pine cone or twig will feel rough and bumpy. A spool of thread will have 2 different textures. A shell may feel soft and curved. A cotton ball will be springy and soft. A key will feel hard and cold. That's kind of loud, baby. Stop with the crinkles. Shh. Feet, seat, and hands practice. Bless you. In this mindful practice, you will learn to move your attention to different parts of your body by creating sensations to focus your thoughts on. First, stomp your feet for the time it takes to breathe in and out once. Stomp your feet. Then pause and notice the sensation of your feet on the floor. Tilt from side to side, just enough to create a feeling where your body meets the chair. Next, gently lean your upper body from side to side 3 times, then sit still. Can you feel where you are sitting on the chair? Finally, rub your hands together for the count of 10. Then stop and place your hands on your lap. Focus on the feelings in your hands. Notice how you moved your attention throughout your body. Your hands might feel warm after you rub them together. Notice how you can move your focus to different parts of your body. For the grown-ups, after practicing together, ask your child which was the easiest spot to move from their attention to, the feet, seat, or hands. Ask why they think that is. My body breathes. Your body breathes all the time, so breathing is always with you. Checking in on breathing helps your mind focus on the present moment, on what's happening right now. Put your fingers on the front of your ribs and your thumbs on your back. Breathe normally and concentrate on the movement of your ribs as you breathe. Can you feel your rib cage pushing your fingers and your thumbs apart as you breathe in? Expanding ribs. Try resting your hands on each side of your rib cage. Notice each way your ribs move when you breathe in or inhale and when you breathe out or exhale. Belly breathe. If you rest your hands on your stomach, does it feel like your belly is breathing? Your belly doesn't. Actually fill and empty with air. Your belly doesn't actually fill and empty with air. It is pushed out of your lungs. A muscle in your chest called the diaphragm pulls down to help your lungs inflate when you breathe in. Try this. With your hands on your stomach, breathe in, letting your hands lift off your stomach, as if they are on the surface of a balloon that is being blown up. As you breathe out, let your hands return to your stomach, as if the balloon is deflating. For the grown-ups, concentrating on breathing is a great way to focus on the present. We usually don't notice our breath, but it is always there to come back to. Take a walk. Busy days can leave us feeling tired and stressed. When you want to slow down and unplug, practice focusing on the world around you. If you can, go for a walk in nature and use your senses to take it in. Use your eyes to notice everything around you. Look at all the different shapes, colors, and sizes of everything you see. Your sense of touch makes you aware of temperature and texture. Try holding a twig. How does it feel? Is it heavy or light? Smells can be challenging to detect. Be still and close your eyes. Let your nose do its job. What can you smell? Spending time in a forest or forest bathing can help you feel calm. All you have to do is be there and enjoy the green surroundings. What can you hear? Birds singing, airplanes overhead? Some sounds might be up close and others in the distance. Pause and listen closely for hard to hear sounds. Calm. Being calm means feeling settled and quiet. It's easy when you are tired, but not when you are full of energy. When your energy doesn't match what you need, for example, if you're wide awake at bedtime, mindful exercises can be useful ways to lower your energy and calm down. Your in-breath increases energy while your out-breath calms. Focusing your attention can be a tool for calming your mind. With practice, mindfully moving your body can help calm you. High five breath. This is a handy practice to help you feel calm by paying attention to your breath. Matching mindful movement with your breathing can be calming. Take your time. Starting at the outside edge of your thumb, breathe in and use your index finger to trace up to the top. When you breathe out, slowly trace down the other side. Keep breathing in and out and tracing up and down for a total of 5 breaths until you reach the other side of your hand. Keep going up and down. Begin here at the edge of your thumb. Keep going up and down until you reach the other side of your hand. For the grown-ups, briefly pause at the top of and bottom of each breath is healthy, but holding your breath can cause tension or anxious feelings. A glitter jar. It's a craft. Sometimes our thoughts and emotions can get stirred up, and this makes it hard to think clearly. A glitter jar can be a tool to help you to settle your feelings. Pour water into the jar, then add a big squeeze of glue. This will make your glitter swirl around and settle slowly. The glue and water will mix when you shake it later. Add glitter to the jar. It might float at first, but don't worry. Different colors can represent different emotions. Feel your thoughts and your emotions settling with the glitter. Put the lid on tightly and gently shake your jar. Watch the glitter get settled or stirred up. Watch the glitter as it falls. How many out breaths does it take for the glitter to settle completely? Anytime you feel stirred up inside, shake the jar and patiently watch the glitter fall. How do you feel as the glitter settles? For the grown-ups, when you want to dispose of the jar, it is best to strain the glitter out using paper towels and to put it in the garbage. Most glitter is made of plastic and can enter waterways if put down the sink. Elevator breath. This exercise matches your breathing with movement. You can use it as a tool to help you pause and calm down. Sit tall, like a building. Stack your hands on front of you. See how she has stacked her hands? The one below is the ground floor. The other is an elevator that can go up and down. As you breathe in, raise the top hand up. Keep moving it until you finish breathing in. As you breathe out, bring the elevator down again. Try to get your hands to meet just as you run out of air. Try this. Try 1 or 2 breaths with your eyes closed. See if you can predict when your top hand will meet your bottom hand. This might take practice. For the grown-ups, when practiced regularly, this exercise can be useful when your child is feeling anxious or stressed. Power on, power off. Sometimes we can feel like we are too full of energy. You can practice controlling different muscles to manage your own energy by turning them on and off. As you breathe in, turn the power on your face. Turn Turn the power on in your face. Tighten all the muscles you can. When you breathe out, turn the power off and relax your face. Ball your hands into fists. Your arms might tense too. That's all right. Breathe in with fists, then breathe out and release them. Clench your feet and curl your toes. Inhale when you tighten them and exhale when you release them. After you have tensed your muscles, rest and breathe. Try this. Lie down somewhere comfortable and try turning all your power on at the same time. Remember to tense when you inhale and then relax when you exhale. Afterward, go ahead and rest. Move. Mindfulness involves noticing your feelings, thoughts, and sensations. It can be easier to notice things when you move. Moving mindfully is all about listening to your body and paying attention, even when you are doing things you wouldn't normally think about, like walking. Circling, twisting, and rotating help us loosen our bodies. Our bodies are amazing tools for strength and movement. Reaching, straight, stretching, and bending are big ways to move. From the top, notice what you feel in your head, neck, and shoulders. Start this exercise with small movements so you can pay close attention and pause, adjust, or do less depending on what you feel. Stand tall and relaxed. Carefully lift and lower your chin a few times as slowly as you wish. Don't tip your head back and forth and back though. With your chin level, turn to look left. Pause, then return to the center. Now turn to the right and then back to the center. Breathe out and tilt your head to the left. Then breathe in up to the center. Try this on both sides. For the grown-ups, gently moving the head is safe for the neck, but make sure your child doesn't drop their head back, since this can strain the back of the neck. Rainbow breath. Matching your movement to your breath can either give you more energy or steady your mind and body. This exercise requires a little space around you and a little imagination inside you. Stand tall and still. Let your shoulders relax and your arms hang by your side. Breathe in as you raise your arms wide. Then reach high and let your palms turn to face each other. Let your hands float down as you breathe out. Keep your arms straight and imagine you are drawing a rainbow above you. Try this. You can draw an even bigger rainbow by starting with your hands by your knees. Fold forward and drop your arms down to wherever is comfortable. Bring your arms wide and up, then draw a giant rainbow as your arms come down back to your knees. Stand up tall when you're done. For the grown-ups, some children might be able to imagine a rainbow more easily with their eyes closed. You can help them to visualize a rainbow by naming the colors they would see. Press and let go. We can all hang onto emotions, even after we are done with them. Your body can help you practice letting them go. Breathe in as you press your hands forward with your palms flat. Pause to notice unwanted emotions, then breathe out to let them go and smoothly drop your arms to your sides. Good job, Izzy. Repeat the exercise, but this time imagine you are pressing against two walls on either side of you. The third time you repeat the exercise, reach and press up if you are pushing against an invisible ceiling. Then float your arms down. For the final press, push down as you breathe in. Then relax your arms as you breathe out. Feel those unhelpful emotions. Ease as you let go. For the grown-ups, suggest using this practice when you think your child is holding on to unhelpful emotions. Maybe it's anger after an argument with a sibling or jealousy of a friend's new toy. Try this. Try making a sound each time you breathe out. What sound matches how you feel as you let go in this practice? Oh, ah, or a goat. Unwind stress. Stress is the unpleasant feeling we get when we are worried for a long time, and it can make us tense. Moving your body to unwind might help you feel better. It'll be fun to try. Rotate one foot at the ankle 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. Then try the other foot. Stare at a spot in front of you to help you keep your balance. Circle your whole leg 3 times each way, then switch legs and repeat. Reach your arm out to the side. Slowly rotate it at the shoulder 3 times each way. Then try your other arm. Keep your hand relaxed. Rotate it at the wrist. You choose the speed. Try one at a time or both together. Unwind at your hips. By moving them in a circle, repeat a few times in one direction, then go the other way. Try this. Explore circling your rib cage. Gently go around 2 times in each direction. Keep your hips and shoulders still while your upper body moves. This can be tricky. For the grown-ups, why not try joining in? Unwind together and add some music or create a song to make it fun. Energy slime.
Slime.
Slime is not allowed in our house, but I'll read it. This slime reacts to energy just like people do. You can squeeze it with high energy and release it with low energy. Notice how you feel before and after you make and play with it. Put a few big scoops of cornstarch in a mixing bowl. You don't have to be exact about a cupful. Works well. Mix in enough water to make it thick. Make a thick liquid. Go slowly since it will change thickness very quickly. If you add too much, just add some more cornstarch. Add a few drops of food coloring. If you wish, carefully stir the mixture and mix it in. Try squeezing your slime. Notice how the slime reacts. When you squeeze it with energy, it becomes solid. When you release the energy, it softens again. Can mindful movement practices help you do the same thing? Exhale while releasing your slime. Inhale while squeezing your slime. What you'll need: cornstarch, or water, a bowl, a spoon. Food coloring is optional. Oh, for the grown-ups. When your child is done with their slime, let it dry out overnight. Then throw it in the garbage. You can wash it away, but use plenty of water so it doesn't block the sink. Mindful walking. Walking might be one of the things you do the most. Walk without thinking. You don't have to concentrate on taking every step. It is a way of getting around, but what if it can be more than that? To walk mindfully. Find a clear area of floor or a quiet sidewalk and slow down. Really be aware of each step. Pay attention to how your weight shifts from one foot to the other. Think about when you can try this mindful walking practice in the living room after school or before you go to sleep. Make sure you're in a safe space when you try mindful walking, since you will be concentrating on your steps. If you're outside, make sure you have someone with you. With each step, breathe in as you lift your foot and breathe out as you set it down again. Focus your eyes on a spot in front of you to stay steady and keep your balance. To help you focus your attention, breathe in for up and breathe out for down. Change. Change might seem scary, but you can learn how to feel better about it. Whether you're changing schools or getting a new sibling, you can practice mindful activities that could help you feel more prepared for new things. Change is something you can learn to handle skillfully. Life is full of changes. They come in all sizes. Stop. Practice. Life can feel like it is moving really quickly, and you might feel out of control. You can prepare for those times by trying stop, practice. This lets you take a moment for yourself when you need it. Stop moving. Be still right where you are as long as it is safe to do so. Take a breath. Focus on your natural breathing in and out. You don't have to take a big breath. Observe. Notice what's going on both on the inside and around you. What does your body feel? What do you see? Proceed. Carry on as you were, or change your approach if you feel you want to. For the grown-ups, encourage a daily stop practice for you and your child. This can be a helpful tool to make your child mindfully aware of their current state and if a change is needed. Breathing buddy. You might find that you breathe faster when you are worried about a change. Why don't you make a breathing buddy to help you take a few big breaths and restore calm? Ask an adult to cut a hole in the bottom of a cup using scissors. Decorate your cup with eyes, ears, a nose, or tail. You can make whatever animal you like, so get creative. Cut some strips of tissue paper and stick them around the inside edge of the cup with glue or tape. Let the glue dry. Inhale through your nose and exhale by blowing through the cup slowly. Try this for 3 breaths. Then pause. How do you feel on the inside? So cute, huh? You can decorate your breathing buddy to look like any animal you want. Here are some examples. For the grown-ups, over-breathing or hyperventilating is usually fast breathing. A few long out breaths followed by a break, natural breaths, can prevent it. Yawn to reset. At times, we can all feel down. Maybe our emotions are stuck on sad, nervous, disappointed, or mad. It can be hard to figure out what we need. A yawn to reset might help. Big breath. If you think about it, you might be able to create a yawn. Try standing up, making fists, and stretching your arms up. Breathe in and out through your mouth. Reach wide. You can also try spreading your fingers and hands and doing a big stretch. Reach your arms wide. Your eyes might close as you open your mouth to breathe in. For the grown-ups, scientists aren't exactly sure why we yawn. It may help us stay alert or even cool our brains. We may yawn when we are tired and also when we are nervous. Plant a seed.
Are you nearly finished?
Just as seeds change, so do we. Plants grow in different ways at different speeds and may need patience, and so do we. Help a seed grow with your care, support, and patience. Put the pot in the dish and add a few pebbles to cover the holes. These will stop the soil from falling out. Fill your pot with soil and make a hole in it. With your finger, drop in a seed and cover it with enough soil that you can't see it anymore. Water the seed and then place the pot somewhere sunny. Check your seedling every day. This is a great time to practice mindfulness for a few minutes. Try to notice any small changes each time you observe it. Eventually, you might need to put it in a bigger pot. For the grown-ups, planting a few seeds will ensure success. As some may not germinate when sprouted, too much sun might wilt the seedling, so adjust its location if needed. Go with the flow. Nope, we got several pages left. Going with the flow means accepting a situation as it is and not trying to change it right away. It can be a helpful skill in dealing with unexpected events or surprises. Using your attention, try tracing the path of the river in this picture. Take your time and follow all the twists and turns. Just go with the flow. Imagine yourself as the water in a wiggly river. Notice how it has to take a different path at times, just like we sometimes need to do. Try drawing a maze with a lot of turns and dead ends. Trace the route with your finger. Be patient as you go. Sometimes you can make choices, just like in life. Occasionally, things will get in your way. Instead of getting stuck or annoyed, pause and look for little changes in what you can do. Go with the flow. Care. You have a lot of love and care inside you. Sharing those warm feelings with others can help you feel good too. Begin with the way you treat yourself. Build on that and you will have more care to give to the world. Remember to take care of yourself as well as others. Caring grows with awareness, attention, and patience. To care means to feel kindness and concern for yourself and others. Open and hug patient. Practice. Let your body help you feel love and care. Try giving yourself a hug as a reminder to care for yourself. Sit tall and spread your arms wide. Look up slightly and breathe in. Breathe out and wrap your arms around yourself for a hug. Tuck your chin in as you look down. Close your eyes if you wish. For the grown-ups, guide your child to think about all the people who care for them as they open their arms and to embrace that caring feeling with the gentle hug. Caring scrapbook. What you care about affects how you feel and what you do. Think about all the people and things you care for in your life. Maybe make a scrapbook to collect your ideas. I will read my favorite book before bed. Remember to be kind to yourself as well as others. My family, my dog, my bike, my colorful pens, my sunflower. I care about my mom. Who do you care about? List all the people you care about. This might include your parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends. Think about who takes care of you. Take care of yourself. Make sure to care for yourself as well as those around you. This can be as simple as keeping clean and brushing your teeth or creating time to try mindful exercises. What would you take with you if you were going on a trip? Why not try listing 10 things you care about? Try to think about why each item means a lot to you. Aim to be kind to everyone around you. It won't just make them feel good, it will make you feel good too. Think of ways you can do something kind each day. Hug someone in your family, make a drawing for a friend, volunteer to help, listen carefully to others, share your toys, smile. To my best friend. Mindful eating. We usually eat quickly, barely stopping to really notice what we are eating. What are we missing? Try eating mindfully. Begin being patient and using all your senses to experience your food. Find a small snack. A piece of dried fruit works well. First, look at it very carefully. Notice its color, shape, and texture. Let your fingers sense the temperature and feel of the food. Gently squeeze it. Is it squishy? Sticky? Hold it to your ear and roll it between your finger and thumb. Can you hear anything? Next, raise it to your nose. Take time to smell it. Does it smell familiar? Is your mouth watering? With just the tip of your tongue, taste it. Then place it in your mouth, but count to 10 before you chew. What do you notice? What can you taste? Try this. See if you can chew one bite of food 15 times. How does it change? What you notice? How does it change what you notice about that food? Does the flavor stay the same? For the grown-ups, encourage your child to try mindful eating at mealtime. You could try eating in silence for 5 minutes. Notice what feels different about mindful eating and discuss it together. Bubbles! We love bubbles.
Bubba.
This said, oh, step back, brother. Bubbles of kindness. Sometimes it's hard to share your thoughts and feelings, even nice ones. Why not send out your kind thoughts in bubbles? Twist together 2 pipe cleaners to make one thicker one. Then make a loop in the middle and twist together the 2 ends to make your bubble wand handle. Mix together equal parts of water and dish soap in the jar, then add a splash of glycerin to make your bubble mixture. God bless you. God bless you. Tip the wand in the bubble mixture. Quit getting in front of the camera, buddy. I love you. Dip the wand in the bubble mixture and gently blow a bubble. Imagine your kind thoughts for others filling the bubbles as you watch them float into the world. Ask your child, for the grown-ups, ask your child to think about sending kind thoughts not just to friends, but to people they don't get along with. This may encourage a sense of empathy. Try this. You can decorate your bubble wand in different ways. Why not try different shapes or adding beads to the handle? Beads can help make the handle stronger. Reflect. Wisdom is using the things you have learned to make good decisions. You might get wisdom from stories and books or from your family and friends. You can also gain wisdom by reflecting or thinking carefully about the experiences you've had. Reflecting is a way to turn an experience into wisdom, remembering to reflect on what you notice during mindful practice. Remember to reflect during mindful practices. Yep. Heart and belly breath. Make a habit of pausing to become more aware of you. Mindfulness reminds you to think about and connect with yourself. Check in on you. Place one hand over your heart and the other on your belly. Feel your breath moving and maybe your heart beating. Thoughts and emotions might pop into your mind. Simply notice them and refocus on your body. If you are worrying, it might change your breath. Just notice. You might find strong emotions distracting. There is no right or wrong way to feel. Just notice them, then focus on your body. Notice how your breath matches your feelings, such as sleepy or awake. For the grown-ups, you can help your child to learn from mindful practices by asking them to reflect. What did you notice? Did your mind wander? Did you feel your breathing change? Gratitude, paper chain. Time can seem to go very fast, and we forget the little things that make us happy. This activity can help you be mindful of all the things that you are grateful for. Cut some strips of colored paper using safety scissors. They need to be wide enough to write on. Write something you are grateful for on each strip. Think about what makes you smile. Make a ring with the first strip using glue or tape to stick the ends together. Then thread another strip through the first to make a second ring. Keep going to make a chain. For the grown-ups, you can help your child think about what they are grateful for by asking questions. What are you really good at and enjoy doing? What makes you smile? My mindful body. Mindfulness means paying attention without judgment, but with care. Spend 5 minutes noticing the different parts of your body. Try not to think about whether you like them, but of how useful they are. Notice your feet. Your toes might feel warm or cool. Move your attention along your foot to the arch and then the heel. Move your attention to your breath. As it enters your lungs, it is harder or easier to notice the inside of your body. Shift your focus to your legs. Think about how much you use them for walking, running, and jumping. Send them some warm appreciation for all that they do. Notice any soft or tense muscles in your face. Explore your forehead, eyes, nose, ears, and mouth with your attention. Focus attention on your arms. Are they heavy or light? Move your focus along your arms from the tips of your fingers to your shoulders. Can you feel the strength in your arm? Does it feel the same if your arm is bent? Notice how each part feels and remember not to judge them. For the grown-ups, noticing each part of the body without judgment can be a first step to feeling positive about your body. Encourage your child to think about each part without criticism. My mindful plan. We're almost done. Yay. For mindfulness to be helpful, you need to practice it regularly. Try making a mindful plan for yourself. See where you can fit in a few mindful minutes each day. Try to check in on how you are feeling throughout the day. It might help you remember if you do it at a certain times each day, such as when you wake up, at lunchtime, and before you go to bed. Why not try a mindful practice too? Wake up, check in. How do you feel right now? What emotions are you feeling? Focus on your body. You might try the feet, seat, and hands practice on page 14. Lunchtime reset. You might be feeling ready for a change by the middle of the day. Try a yawn to reset on page 46 or a rainbow breath on page 32 to raise your energy for the afternoon. Ready for sleep? You might need to calm down before bedtime. Try the high five breath on page 21 and focus on your breathing. You can plan ahead so you have a mindful activity ready for when you need it. It doesn't have to be as big as the crafts in this book. You could simply sketch a pattern to color in later. At the end of the day, reflect on what went well. Were you able to try something mindful? What did you see that you might not have noticed if you weren't being mindful? Aim to have a mindful goal of the day. It can be as small as stopping to focus on what you are feeling for 1 minute. Today I spotted a feather in the park. It was small and it was white at one end and brown at the other end. Restful routine. Sleep isn't always easy. In fact, it can be very hard to fall asleep and even harder to get back to sleep if you wake up in the night. Yeah. You can learn how to prepare yourself for sleep using a restful routine. Why do we sleep? Our bodies use the time we are asleep to grow, repair, and reset for a new day. When we don't sleep, we get tired and unhappy. Healing. Sleep gives your body time to repair itself. It's a time when your muscles can rest, heal, and get stronger. Energy. Without sleep, you get tired quickly. Sleep re-energizes your brain, readying it to learn new things. Memory. Your brain uses the time when you are asleep to sort through new memories and to store important ones. Growth. You grow most when you are asleep. During the night, your body releases a chemical that makes you grow. Set up for sleep. Relax before you go to bed and try to get up at the same time every day. Make sure your room is tidy, quiet, dark, a comfortable temperature. You should be getting around 10 to 12 hours of sleep a night.
I actually only get 8 hours of sleep.
Wow. Bright and blue light. Bright lights can make it hard for your brain to slow down and sleep. Blue light, in particular, tells your brain that it is daytime. Electronic devices can give off blue light. Try turning off any screens at least an hour before you go to bed to help make you feel sleepy. Try this. Make a bedtime chart with steps to follow to help prepare you for sleep. Grouping the tasks in pairs can be helpful. Change your clothes and brush your teeth. Do a calming, mindful practice and get into bed. Turn the lights down and close your eyes. Brain, body, and breathing. It's the last page.
Yay!
It can be helpful and fun to know the science behind how our bodies work. You might be surprised how your brain and breathing affects your emotions. Your lungs. Your lungs take in oxygen from the air and get rid of extra carbon dioxide. If you are worried, your breathing can become quick and you lose more carbon dioxide than when you are relaxed, which can make you feel anxious. A few slower, fuller breaths can help you feel calmer, since this tells your brain that you are okay and safe. Your brain. Different parts of your brain have different jobs to do. If you are stressed, the amygdala takes over and gets your body ready to run away or fight. This might be useful if you are being chased by a bear, but not if you're worried about a test. A few slow out breaths can calm the amygdala and let the prefrontal cortex take back control. All right, let's see, what do we have here? Air travels to the lungs through the tube called the trachea. Izzy had surgery on trachea whenever she was just a little kid. Yeah. You take in air through your nose or mouth. Part of your ribs is made of a flexible material called cartilage. This lets your rib cage expand when you breathe in. The diaphragm is a muscle that pulls down when you breathe in, which draws air into the lungs. Your lungs are filled with many tiny sacs. They fill with air and expand as you breathe in. All right, let's learn about the brain. The prefrontal cortex is like the wise owl of the brain. It is the part you use when you think through ideas and make decisions. When you are calm, this part is in charge and you take natural breaths. The amygdala, right there, acts as the watchdog in the brain, always on the alert for danger. When you are worried, it makes you